gang? OTB Bros back in the coach. Another reaction. Make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe. So listen, bro. We're finna react to Navy SEAL training, bro. Navy SEAL is the baddest motherfuckers on the planet, bro. Baddest motherfuckers on the planet, bro. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm hyped for this, bro. I hear a lot of people all the time saying they can make it through Navy SEAL training, they can make it through this training, make it through that training, bro. And everybody say that shit, but until you actually in that fire, bro, you don't know if you can make it in that shit, bro.
I know y'all know David Goggins. I read his book twice, 3 times.
Bro, I'm hyped for this shit, bro. Cause the Navy, bro, I heard Navy SEAL training, bro, is crazy, like crazy. So I'm hyped to see kind of what they go through, bro. And these are the motherfuckers that, you know, they be protecting us and shit, bro. So I'm hyped to see like what they go through to even get in this position. Cause I know Navy SEALs is a little different. I know everyone that like applies and signs up to be a Navy SEAL, not everybody make it, bro. I know it's like a small percentage. I think like under 10% or some shit like that. Like people do not be making it through that shit, bro. Hey, but we finna get into this.
Clint Emerson, retired Navy SEAL. I spent time at SEAL Team 3, the NSA, SEAL Team 6.
Oh, man.
I was no incredible athlete, nor was I some genius. I was your average kid growing up in Texas who just had a lot of passion to go down this path. I was a troublemaker. At heart, I still am, and I enjoyed getting in trouble, and but more importantly, I enjoyed not getting caught. That somehow extended into an adult profession of roaming the planet, causing trouble, and not getting caught. First, you have to take a leap of faith and join the Navy. You have to be willing to be a sailor first before you can be a SEAL. For me, I wanted nothing to do with being a sailor. I wanted nothing to do with those big gray ships. I knew since I was 10 years old, I just wanted to be a SEAL. And so I went in, I was still in college, I joined the Navy, I signed the dot.
I ain't gonna lie, I was in ROTC, right? And
Right.
They would bring in people all the time. And for me, it was easy to be like, no. Till they brought in the Rangers, them niggas put up their photos and like all the shit of them. And it was just like, that shit was completely different. That was like Call of Duty. It was like real Call of Duty. I was like, yup, sign me up. I've been 2 years in ROTC. I'm certified, nigga.
Right.
But I would never do that shit though.
Bro, I remember I thought about doing ROTC. I remember in 8th grade whenever they came to the school was telling us about it and stuff. Bro,
I wouldn't have did it if I didn't have to.
like being a sailor, bro, like that. Bro, like just being out on the water like that, bro, like I don't know, that just made me nervous, bro. Like, that made me nervous. Being out there on that water, like Woo.
I didn't tell my parents. Nobody knew I was going until about 2 weeks before the plane took off to go to Chicago. Up at Great Lakes is where you go through boot camp. Boot camp is roughly 8 weeks. In about week 3 or 4, they'll say, hey, who wants to be a SEAL? Who wants to be EOD? That starts the process. They tell you, hey, you need to show up on this morning at this time over at the swimming pool. The first thing you have to do is a swim. Then you have to do pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups, and then you have to do a run. All of which has to be done in a certain amount of time on the swim and the run, and then your push-ups, pull-ups, and sit-ups have to meet a minimum standard. Then from there, you just finish out boot camp, you get orders, and your orders will be either, to an A school, which gives you a MOS or a job that you're going to do in the Navy, or you're going to go to BUD/S. I had to go to an A school, and I picked the medical route, so I went to corpsman school, and so that was an additional 3 months after boot camp, where you learn basic EMT skills and nothing more. Then I went to BUD/S, which is in San Diego. First thing they had me do while I was in my dress blues was go hit the surf zone, get wet and sandy, and that is the big welcome to BUD/S. And you know exactly where you're at when that happens, because the Pacific Ocean is always around 55 degrees. It's cold. Getting sandy is part of your life from there on out. Every guy has their own anxieties about different challenges they know they're going to face in BUD/S. For me, it was a particular section of pull comp, and pull comp is inside of the second phase of training, which is focused all on everything from dive physics to dive medicine, and then of course being comfortable in the water. Pull comp is truly testing how comfortable you are underwater while you're breathing on scuba and making sure that you can remain calm in stressful situations. You've got your fins, you've got your mask, you've got all the common equipment, and you're just going back and forth along the bottom of a very deep swimming pool known as the combat training tank. And while you're going back and forth, the SEAL instructors are above doing shark attacks. And of course, they wait until they see all the bubbles come out, and then they come down, taking your air away, ripping your mask off, maybe thump you in the head, take your weight belt off to mess up your buoyancy, and then start pulling other straps and stuff apart. Once they get done, then it's on you to put yourself all back together again in a proper order. If you don't do it in the right order, well, then you're out. You fail. You have to do all this with whatever air you have left in your lungs. And of course, if you go to the surface, that's considered quitting, so you're out. And this just goes on and
Listen,
on.
bro, ain't no way, G.
I'll fight him off. I'm a different type of nigga that didn't came
You fight the instructor?
like I'm like underwater, like, cause like okay, if you want me to do like what I would do in the Navy, like you think I'm gonna let a nigga pull my air tank? My air tank in the ocean. We talking about a pool.
That's not
bro.
part of things,
I'm
bro.
picturing the ocean.
They
Why
gonna
you
sit
tripping?
They gonna sit you whole, fam.
Send me. I passed.
No, you failed.
How I fail?
Because the test is you gotta put the thing back together.
If you get to my shit, right?
No, I see.
I know how to put it together. We put it together the first time. They're just trying to see if we get into some bullshit, can I put it together?
Can you be calm?
But right, I'm calm. Cool, calm, and collect. I'm finna whip his ass. I'm finna fuck his tank up. He's drowning. He's drinking water. I'm fucking breathing in my school with niggas straight.
Hey, bro, I would fail that. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, y'all want me to put this shit back together with no oxygen?
No, I'm gonna fail. Unless I can fight back, I'm gonna fail. I can't do all
I
that.
can't pass that.
I can swim. I can breathe with the scuba, but
Like how we said, bro.
what?
Like when he said at the beginning, like he wouldn't know, like he was just an average Joe. Like me, I'm an athlete. Like pull-ups, push-ups, I'm eating all that.
Right.
Run, I'm gonna make the time.
This when it gets to that other shit.
Swim, I could probably make the time, but with this shit right here,
This is like psychotic.
psychotic.
You gotta be like, yeah, I wanna go down there and never come up.
Yeah, bro.
I
That
wanna
would
go down there. And
This would
last.
fuck me up, bro. I'm saying right now, the running would actually the swimming would probably fuck me up, bro, because I don't swim a lot.
I can swim.
No, JUCO, listen, bro. I didn't sprinted some hundreds. But listen, bro, I can run, but swim, I'm fucked up, bro. Fucked up. That's crazy though, bro. They gotta do that. Everybody, if you go to the surface, you fail. Can't put it back together. You put it back together in the wrong order, you fail. That's insane.
Until you get to the point when they do what's called the whammy knot. So you're going back and forth, they strip you down, give you a little bit of a beating, tie your hoses in this huge knot that you know you can't get out. And so you have to sit there and work on it until they come down and give you the okay. The
But
goal
putting your
is
mouth
make sure you
water.
remain calm, conserve your air that you have in your lungs, work the problem. The relief is when they come down, they get face to face with you, mask to mask, and they give you the okay and head to the surface.
No, bro. Hell no, bro. So they come down, nodded, bro. I'm not gonna be able to listen, bro.
That's what he was saying. They
You
gonna
know you
unplug
can't
it,
get out the
twist
knot.
it, all that shit.
You can't. Like, you're stuck. You really have to wait for them to come down and give you the okay. Listen, bro, you don't know how long I can hold my lungs. I might pass out. Look, I'm gonna float to the side. Look,
You can get back into your thing. That's the whole thing.
No.
You get, yeah. That's what they were showing Buddy. He untangled it, got his shit back on. He was saying that they'll come down and give you the okay.
let me run it back, bro, because I thought he said, like, it's a knot. You're not gonna get it out. The goal is just to remain calm away from you and give you the okay.
Let's see.
That's why I was like, bro.
He might have said that, but go back.
But the photo, I did see him.
He
Yeah.
untangled it and got it in.
You right. I did.
Like,
peep
I'm
that.
not gonna
Tie your
not-
hoses
Right.
in this huge knot that you know you can't get out. And so you have to sit there and work on it until they come down and give you the okay. The goal is make sure you remain calm, conserve your air that you have in your lungs, work the problem. The relief is when they come down, they get face to face with you, mask to mask, and they give you the okay and head to the surface, and you know you've passed. It's probably the longest 20, 30 minutes of your life. So as you approach the end of BUD/S, you come back from the island, you just start prepping for graduation from BUD/S. It does not make you a SEAL. For me, you graduated, and then I went off to my specialty. And so within the SEAL community, guys specialize in specific jobs. You can be a comms guy, you can be a sniper, you can be an ordnance guy. For me, I was a medic, and so I went to a special operations medical school. Somewhere in the middle of all that, you go to jump school. So jump school is 1 month Army school, learning how to be a paratrooper. It's all static line jumping, meaning I'm hooking up a line to a wire inside an airplane, and I'm either going out a door or going off a ramp, and that line is pulling my parachute out for me, so that when I depart the aircraft, the parachute pops up behind me, and you float to the ground, usually at 15 feet per second, and the landings can be sometimes interesting.
I need to pull my own parachute.
That
I gotta pull my own.
That's better than anything, because they all on the string.
Cause I be
They all on the same line.
see, my problem is I don't trust like equipment like that. I'd be tweaking out. I'm like, bruh, I need to. I gotta have some type of control.
And then when you're done with that, you check into a SEAL team. I checked into SEAL Team 3. And once you check in, you're on a probationary period where your peers are watching you and ensuring that you are the kind of guy they want to work with. You have to prove yourself. Part of proving yourself is the Chiefs board and walkthroughs. The Chiefs board, they can ask you any question they want about being a SEAL, about the equipment you use. How fast does a 5.56 round travel? You know, what's the velocity? Well, it's 28 feet per second. They can ask you anything under the sun, and you better answer it accurately, or you have to do it all over again. And when you're at a SEAL team, you only get so many tries before they get rid of you. Even though they've invested all of that time, money, they don't care, because they want to always maintain the best guys in their team. But now you go to ordnance, and all the parts of every weapon are sitting in buckets, mixed up. Not one part goes with another part, and you have to go through all these buckets and put all the weapons together, half a dozen, maybe more weapons. At the end, you'll have completed, all put together, and then they'll function test them and make sure you did it properly. Once you get done with that, now you go into your platoon, which is the group of guys you're going to train and work with for the next year, 2 years, 3 years. Those guys... For me, when I went through, was the last step in the process of getting your trident. They decide when it's time for you to get it, your peers, which personally I think is the way to go. So it was a long road to get there, but well worth it in the end. And once you get that trident, now you are a SEAL. But you're still earning your way as a new guy. And as a new guy, you're doing everything. And when you're not doing everything, then you're volunteering for everything else and earn the respect of your more seasoned veteran guys that are at that team. Over time, usually I probably didn't feel comfortable as an operator versus a new guy until about somewhere between 3 and 5 years at the command. It takes a long time to not feel like a new guy, which is a good thing. It keeps every SEAL somewhat humble and always learning, always training, always trying to be better, and never thinking that you are the best at something, because there's always room for improvement. So, are you tough enough, smart enough to be a Navy SEAL? Anyone can do anything, and I know that sounds so cliche, but the reality is if you're truly dedicated to it, both mind and spirit, and you've got the passion and the drive, then you can be whatever you want to be, certainly a Navy SEAL.
That shit hard. That shit is cold, bro. Navy SEALs the baddest motherfuckers on the planet. I ain't gonna cap, bro. I like what he said, though, how you gotta get approved by your peers to get put on. That's cold. That shit crazy. Me personally, bro, I don't think I can make it. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I'm an athlete. I know he just said you can do everything you set your mind to. Whoop-de-whoop. I truly believe that. But this shit right here, that jumping out the plane...
But if you wanted to, you could.
Under the water. I don't want to do none of that shit, fam. That's
yeah, right. But if you wanted to, you could. That's what he's saying. Me, I don't want to, so I won't.
Like, to me, that's something that's in you, bro. Like,
ROTC is deep as I get. I ain't doing shit else.
I just feel like, bro, I just couldn't. I would just have a hard time with that challenge, bro. He said you gotta untie the thing. Cause me, bro, I might panic under the water, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you.
I like the water.
I do too, but if I can't breathe, I'm tweaking, bro. I'm tweaking. I'm under the. Let's say I know I'm out of oxygen. I'm waiting on them to come down. Listen, you know, they see me come up, and I'm not even responding. My body just limp. Just floating to the top. Hey, bro, but that shit was crazy, bro. Make sure y'all leave a like, comment what y'all thought of the video. You already know what to do. Subscribe. We're going to get with y'all on the next one. Hey, and if you see this video, bro, and you happen to be a Navy SEAL or you served or anything like that, bro, Air Force, Army, Navy, bro, we appreciate you and your service on everything.
Yes, sir.
But we love each and every single one of y'all. We're going to get with y'all on the next reaction. OTB, bros. What you throwing the Kamehameha?
Yeah.
We out, bro.
He fucked it up.